Recording.
Bubbles. Fade in, interior kitchen day. It is another busy lunchtime in the Sinclair family. Charles and Lisa Sinclair and their two young children, Emma and Paul. Lunch is over with not too many dishes to wash. Lisa decides to hand wash the dishes and recruits Emma and Paul to dry them and put them away. Lisa is coming close to finishing washing the dishes when she inadvertently squeezes the dishwasher bottle, releasing 4 bubbles high toward the kitchen ceiling. Seeing the bubbles, Paul and Emma get very excited and start chasing the bubbles, much to the chagrin of the bubbles.
Mom, look, there are bubbles! Let's chase them, Emma!
You're amazing, Paul. Oh, there's 4 of them.
You take those 2, and I'll take the other 2.
Okay, the first to burst their 2 will be the winner.
Now, kids, be careful. You've still got plates in your hand. Dry them first.
Aw, Mom, if we do that, they'll escape.
Well, put them down. Then you can chase your bubbles.
That moment, there's a crash of a plate hitting the ground as Paul slips slightly, chasing his 2 bubbles.
Paul, I told you, put the plate down before you start chasing.
Oh, sorry, Mom.
Meanwhile, Charles, who is settling down to watch the soccer on television, hears the crash and rushes into the kitchen.
What was that? Oh, never mind. I see. One of the plates hit the ground. Let me guess. Must have been that chap called, I forget his name. Remind me, Lisa.
Is it Peter?
No, but the first letter is correct.
Pierce.
No, that doesn't ring a bell.
Philip.
Getting closer.
Paul.
That's it, Paul. Oh, it's Paul again. Butterfingers McPaul.
Sorry, Dad.
Ah, never mind, Paul. We needed to replace our plates anyway. Right, you two, get the brush and pan and let's clear the mess.
Yes, Dad.
Emma and Paul nip out into the laundry room to fetch the brush and pan. Charles starts to pick up the bigger pieces. Lisa starts to dry the remaining dishes. Meanwhile, the 4 bubbles, Dennis, Eric, Fiona, and Heidi, are still floating. See their chance to get away from the kitchen area.
Hey, guys, they're distracted. Gives us a chance to get away. Quick, follow me.
Where are you taking us, Fiona?
Away from those pesky kids. They're kind of cute, Bea. I was hoping to play with them.
Sorry to burst your bubble, Heidi, but it's their aim to burst you. I'm with Fiona. Let's get out of here.
I can't believe that, Eric. They don't look the type.
Don't get soppy, Heidi. They'll play with you for a little while. I mean, seriously, a very little while, and they'll pop you without remorse.
Listen to him, Heidi. Eric's not wrong. How do you know all this?
Stories get told, Heidi. The dishwashing liquid next to the side of the bottles are always watching. Anything they observe gets passed around. I'm surprised you haven't heard some of those stories.
Well, I had, but being in the middle of the bottle, I don't get to be a great view. For me, seeing is believing.
Look, now that we're out and we're not being used to scrub away the food remnants and then being shoved down the drain pipe, I'm up for staying free as long as possible.
I'll second that. Whee! I love
that. Me too.
Okay, then, this way.
4 bubbles make their way into the lounge, which has a high ceiling. The fan is on, but at a low setting. The 4 bubbles get caught up in the slipstream of the fan and get elevated towards the ceiling of the lounge. In the meanwhile, Paul and Emma have returned to the kitchen and start to sweep up the bits of plate. Paul looks around the kitchen for the bubbles.
Mom, where did the bubbles go?
Yes, Mom. Where did they go?
I don't know, sweetie.
Did they burst?
No, I don't think so. Just have a look around. I'm sure they're floating around somewhere.
Hey, there they are. Oh, come quick, Mom, I found them.
Good for you, sweetie.
Well done, Paul. Now you can chase them.
Oh, they're all the way up near the ceiling.
Well, how are we going to get them?
We'll just have to wait. Let's just watch them. Perhaps they'll come down by themselves.
Perhaps you can use stilts to get up to them.
Oh, Dad, you're so silly.
Just an idea, sweetheart.
Dennis, overhearing the conversation between Charles, Paul, and Emma, suggests a strategy to stay up near the ceiling as long as possible.
Hey, did you guys hear that? They're planning to get us down to floor level so they can play with us.
Ha! Fat chance.
As long as we're caught in the slipstream of the fan, we're never going down.
Can we try for the record? Can we try for the record?
What record?
Oh, for staying unburst.
So what is the record?
From what I have heard, there was a bubble that stayed unburst for almost 15 minutes.
Wow, when was that?
Oh, about 7 days ago.
I'm up for that. The liquid folks in the bottle must be watching.
This is just so much fun. Whee!
Guys, be careful of the fan. No getting too close or else it's curtains.
It's possible to land on one of the fans and get totally disoriented by being spun around and around and around.
That's dangerous, Heidi.
Man, for a mid-bottle lass, you've got spunk.
Why, thank you, sir.
Okay, Heidi, I'm happy to give it a go.
Heidi and Fiona are whizzing around and around above the fan. They start to be in synchronization with the rotation of the fans.
Right, Fiona? We're in sync with the fan blades. Time to lower ourselves onto the fan blades.
The one below us?
Yes, of course.
You've got some suds.
Thanks. I didn't know you cared.
Yeah, go for it, girls.
Oh, they've got some air in them.
Careful to land on your butt, Fiona.
I don't know where my butt is. I'm spherical. How would I even know?
When you land, if you're able to speak, you're not on your butt.
Oh, that's easy.
The butt is on the opposite side of your mouth. Just saying.
Good to know. Well, here I go.
Heidi and Fiona lower themselves onto one of the fan blades and then allow themselves to become disoriented. Meanwhile, Emma and Paul are running around the lounge looking for the bubbles.
Hey, Paul, there's one.
Oh, and there's the other. Hey, oh, they're way too high for me.
There's only 2 of them now. Where did they disappear to?
Oh, maybe they burst. That's so sad.
Now, kids, they just stop the fan and let the remaining 2 just float down. That's gravity at work.
Gravity?
Yes, Paul, that's the thing that prevents you, Emma, or your mum, and I from being hurled into space.
Oh, goodness, Dad, I'm really happy we have gravity.
That's not fair. I want to go into space, and this gravity is going to stop me doing that.
But sweetie, that's what spaceships are for. If you work hard at school, there's no reason why you can't be an astronaut.
Spaceship? Did you hear that, Paul? I'm going to be an astronaut.
That's great, Emma, but for now, we need to catch the bubbles.
Charles switches off the fan, and as he does, Paul and Emma position themselves to catch the 2 remaining bubbles. They are unaware 2 of the bubbles are on one of the fan blades.
Eric, the dad, he switched off the fan. I think we're going to be heading down into the hands of those pesky kids.
We have a slim chance. There's a bunch of thermals in this room. I also noticed one of the windows is open. That's the ticket to escape.
Hey, Heidi, the fan is slowing down.
Oh, I think that big gorilla switched it off. I wonder if the boys noticed.
Hey, Dennis, the fan's been switched off.
Yes, Fiona, we know. You and Heidi need to get your butts off the fan and head our way. Quickly now.
What's the plan?
The plan is to hitch a ride on a couple of thermals and head towards the window to escape to the outside world.
Great plan. I don't want to be burst by those pesky kids.
Neither do I. Okay, ready? Follow me, fellow bubbles.
Fiona and Heidi lift themselves off the fan blade before the fan comes to a halt and work their way down toward Dennis and Eric. Once they are all together, they follow Eric toward a thermal Eric has spied, which keeps all 4 of them high up beyond the kids' reach.
Dad, there are 4 bubbles. The other 2 didn't burst.
Yes, sweetie, you are so lucky.
Well, quick, Emma, let's chase them. They're moving so fast and are so high up. Well, that's not fair.
Don't worry. Like your dad said, gravity will bring them down.
Not in your lifetime, it won't.
Okay, Eric, we're getting closer to the open window.
Are you ready?
For what?
We'll dive bomb the two blighters using the gravitational force of their heads to gain acceleration and then be flung out of the window.
Oh, Eric, that sounds so technical.
It's nothing. Standard orbital mechanics knowledge. Basic stuff, really.
I am so impressed.
No need, Heidi. Just follow me.
Eric starts the dive bomb maneuver, followed by Fiona, Dennis, and Heidi. They just avoid Paul's hands, with Emma flailing behind him, swing around behind Paul's head, and head for the window.
Dad, they're attacking me.
Nonsense, Paul. They're just bubbles.
Hey, can we do that again?
Addictive, isn't it? Terrorizing kids.
It's chance of a lifetime. And let's face it, for us, that could be a blink of an eye. I don't want to waste it.
Now, don't get used to Heidi and Fiona. Next time could be your last.
Oh, please. Can we?
Oh, please, please, please.
All right, then. Follow me. We'll ride another thermal, then dive at him again. Here we go.
Oh, this is so awesome. I wish I had a GoPro so I could record it.
What an imagination you have, Fiona.
Guess I'm in my bubble.
Eric leads the four bubbles, riding another thermal, then turning and then heads back toward Emma first, then Paul.
Dad, here they come again.
Keep an eye on them, and then bang.
Watch out. They're ready for us. We're going to have to do some slick maneuvering. Follow me.
Eric leads the four bubbles in doing some intricate aerobatics, diving on Emma first and then Paul, and avoid flailing hands.
I missed all four of them. So did you, Paul.
Oh, I know. And look, they're heading out the window. Dad, stop them.
Too late. They're gone. Oh, well. Never mind, kids. There'll be more. Hey, Lisa. I must admit, I have never seen bubbles act that way before.
You sound like they were alive and knew exactly what they were doing.
Creepy, huh?
Oh, you have such an imagination. They're just bubbles, sweetheart. Nothing more.
Okay, if you say so.
Meanwhile, Fiona, Heidi, Eric, and Dennis are ecstatic, having escaped the pesky kids, and are heading for the clouds.
We're out. It's such a great feeling. Yippee!
Yes, we're free. What an amazing feeling.
It's such a beautiful day. Where are we headed, Eric?
I don't really know, but our future is in our bubble. Let's make it the best of it.
The four bubbles, excited by their newly found freedom, head up, and away. Fade out. The end.